नंदिनी 6:30 हुआ है। आप अपना ऑडियो और वीडियो प्रॉपर तरीके से चेक कर लीजिए, सब ठीक है?
सर ऑडियो वीडियो क्लियर।
हाँ, ऑडियो वीडियो क्लियर है, ठीक है।
कितने बजे
विद इन
स्टार्ट
फोर्टी
करें?
सेकेंड में विद इन 40 सेकेंड में स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, ठीक।
ठीक है सर।
जी। कुछ हैदराबाद और इधर तेलंगाना, जम्मू कश्मीर और इधर लद्दाख के कुछ पार्टिसिपेंट्स का मैसेज आ रहा है कि उनकी एरिया में बहुत ज्यादा हैवी रेन हो रही है, तो कोई इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं है, कोई नेटवर्क नहीं है। तो उनकी अटेंडेंस को आप छोड़ देना, जो लास्ट में हमें अटेंडेंस दोगे। तो जो हैदराबाद, तेलंगाना, जम्मू कश्मीर, लद्दाख यहाँ के पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं, उनकी एब्सेंट को उनको मत कंसीडर करना, उनको हम देख लेंगे बाद में, ठीक है। तो मुझे लगता है कि ठीक है, अब धीरे धीरे पार्टिसिपेंट्स ज्वाइन करते रहेंगे और 6:31 हो गया है, हम निर्धारित समय से 1 मिनट आगे हैं। तो आपको स्टार्ट करना चाहिए, ठीक है, चलिए।
Good evening, everyone. This side Nandini Sharma from AgriMeet Foundation Bharat, and I welcome you all to Faculty Development Training Annadata 2025. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome our distinguished guest, Dr. Soni Singh, Associate Professor in the Department of Biotechnology and Life Sciences, Mangal Yadan University, Aligarh. Dr. Soni Singh has over 10 years of academic excellence in teaching and research. She has published 18 research papers in reputed journals, including Taylor and Francis publications, as well as in international and national conference proceedings. She is the proud author of 6 books and holds 2 patents in the field of biotechnology and pharmacy. Her areas of expertise include computational drug designing, bioinformatics, molecular biology, and biochemistry. Dr. Singh's contributions have been recognized with 4 awards in teaching and research, and she also serves as the IQAC coordinator at her university. She is a lifetime member of the Indian Science Congress Association, actively contributing to the scientific community. We are delighted and honored to have her as a part of today's FDP as an organizing committee member. This FDP is being successfully organized in collaboration with her university, Mangal Yadan University, Aligarh, and we are deeply grateful for their support. It is my privilege to also extend a heartfelt welcome to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor P.K. Daswira, who has graciously joined us today as the Chief Organizing Director of Faculty Development Training, Annadata, and Patron. With great warmth and respect, I once again welcome Dr. Soni Singh, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Professor P.K. Dusera, and all the dignitaries from Mangalyatan University who made this FDP possible. Over to you. The session is yours. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Nandini. A very good evening to all the respected participants. At Mangalayatan University, we believe in nurturing academic excellence with social responsibility. And I get the opportunity to enlighten the today's topic, integrating sustainability and higher education for societal transformation, which strongly reflects our vision. Now, it's my privilege to share insights on how higher education can be a powerful catalyst for sustainability, empowering learners, and contributing to the societal well-being. I look forward to an engaging and fruitful session with all of you. Now come to the next slide. What is development and sustainable development? Development of country depends on the growth and progress, that is improving people lives through better education, health, infrastructure, economy and technology. But development doesn't mean only development, it should be sustainable. Development in case of education, expanding the universities, increasing student enrollment, building infrastructure, but sometimes without considering environmental impact on the social inclusions. Now, the sustainable development in education, not only expanding higher education, but also making it inclusive, eco-friendly, and research oriented towards the solving real world problems like climate change. Now, the sustainable development means moving forward without leaving the future generations at risk. In higher education, this becomes very practical. For example, when a university adopts solar energy, it introduces courses on the climate change or engages the students in community projects like clean water or organic farming. It is practicing sustainable development. And such initiatives ensures that education is not only about the degrees, but also about transforming society towards a sustainable future. If we take the example of metro system, it reduces the air pollution and it creates jobs and also provides the transport facilities for millions of daily commuters. In many reports, we are listening that there is a big danger on the depletion of the natural resources like coal is about to finish and we are finding alternative for the few. And one major challenge, that is water. I should say drinking water. Why we are searching for the alternatives of these things? Because necessity is the mother of our invention. Now we can see the EV vehicles and many more alternatives of natural resources are coming day by day. Here, I would like to use this platform to give you a message. Please use the natural resources as required. At least leave something for our future generations. I wish you all will take care of these things. Now, the three pillars of the sustainable development. First is environmental sustainability. When we talk about the environment, then it should be clean and clear. All the time we are listening about the problem in air of NCR, which is highly polluted. At this time, I want to remember about the कोरोना काल. कोरोना में जिन लोगों ने अपनी जान गंवाई उनके लिए मेरी संवेदनाएं हैं, लेकिन कोरोना काल को मैं एक और बात के लिए याद करती हूँ. उस समय एनसीआर का ही नहीं बल्कि पूरी दुनिया का एनवायरनमेंट इतना क्लीन हुआ करता था कि जो एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स था वो आज तक हमें अचीव नहीं कर पाए हैं. उस समय एनवायरनमेंट की स्थिति का अंदाजा इससे लगाया जा सकता है कि पंजाब में बैठकर भी हम हिमालय की चोटी को देख सकते थे. इससे भी हमको ये सीखना चाहिए कि गाड़ियों से, संसाधनों से और फैक्ट्रियों से कितना पॉल्यूशन फैल रहा है. उस पर हम सभी को एक बार विचार करने की भी जरूरत है. Now we talk about the second pillar of the sustainability, that is economic sustainability. It can be achieved by providing the jobs to the youth and make them economically strong. And the last pillar of the sustainability is the social sustainability. As we have talked about the example of metro that provides the transportation for millions of daily commuters, which is for the benefit of the society, that directly impacts on the environment also. But as you all know, nothing can be achieved without facing the challenges. The challenges in achieving the sustainable development are climate change, that is the excessive greenhouse gas emissions. Social inequality means unequal access to education or healthcare, jobs and resources. And resource depletion is basically the overuse of natural resources. As I have already requested you to use the natural resources carefully. Pollution and waste which indicates the industrial growth, plastic pollution, untreated sewage and e-waste. All of you must know about the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Listen many times, but one question I want to ask you all, what efforts we are doing to achieve them individually? Now, I will not explain them in details as everyone knows about the SDGs defined by the United Nations. But I would say that SDGs are interconnected. Progress in one supports progress in others, like achieving clean energy, which is goal number 7. Help reduce climate change, goal number 30. while improving the quality education, goal number 4, help reduce poverty, goal number 1, like that other sustainable development goals are also interconnected. Now come to the next slide, that is what is education? Education is basically, it is the process of acquiring knowledge, skills, values, beliefs, and habits through learning experiences such as teaching, training, research, or by the self-study. Now come to that why the education is important for us to make the foundation of the development. Basically, the education is the base for all forms of development. It builds knowledge, skills, and character. HEI should focus to integrate the skill courses in their curriculum, like photography, painting, etc. Or it can depends on the subjects learners are one studying. Now next, why the education is important for the personal growth. It helps in improving the thinking ability, self-confidence, and communication skills. It shapes the personality, nurtures the creativity, and empowers the peoples to achieve their personal goals and aspirations. It indirectly helps in economic growth by getting the job also. If we talk about the social importance of education, then through education, people learn about gender equality, social justice, values, and awareness program. For the values and different types of the awareness programs are conducted through National Service Scheme and Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. And it reduces the discrimination of caste and helps in building a more inclusive, tolerant, and cooperative society. Now, the next is economic role, which is very important. It is strongly linked with the economic progress. By enhancing skills and providing knowledge, it increases the job opportunities, improves productivity, and helps to reduce the poverty and inequality. Next is national progress. An educated population is essential for national growth and stability. It strengthens the democracy by creating the responsible citizens, which mainly encourages the innovation. The next is what is education and development. Education and development basically builds human capital and it reduces poverty. Basically, it promotes equality and drives the innovation, which leads to the new ideas and technology and encourages the democracy, values, and sustainable development goals, and which strengthens the society. If we take the example of this, then in India, the expansion of the higher education and skill development programs has boosted IT and service sectors. Now, what is the role of higher education in case of the education and curriculum integration? Basically, the HEIs can integrate the courses related to SDGs like on environment, gender equality, ethical values. As we talk about the research and innovation, no nation can develop without the innovative ideas and research. As we are living in the era of startups, in case of community engagement and outreach, we have organized different health camps, vaccination drives, community tree planting drives, citizen science initiatives, where local communities helps gather data like water quality testing. The last is policy advocacy and global collaboration. If we talk about the policy advocacy, means it actively influencing government policies, regulations, and decision making to create a systematic change. Instead of addressing issues at only the local level, advocacy shapes laws and frameworks that affect the entire population. Global collaboration means it emphasizes on the international cooperation across borders to solve challenges that are too complex for one nation alone. Now, what is the role of sustainability, or we can say that introduction to sustainability in the higher education? Higher education directly relates to the universities and colleges, which act as the drivers of change, preparing future leaders, policymakers, and professionals to address complex global challenges such as climate change, resource scarcity, social inequality, and economic instability. HEI is not only educate students about the responsible living, but also serve as the living laboratories, demonstrating sustainable solutions through green campus, renewable energy use, waste reduction, and inclusive governance. Role of HEI in the global challenges must be that universities should prepare future leaders and innovators. Or green campuses as the living laboratories. Many higher education institutions implement sustainable practices such as renewable energy, water conservation, making the campuses models of sustainability. The alignment with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, HEIs contribute directly to the SDGs like quality education, goal number 4, climate action, goal number 13, and responsible consumption and production, goal number 12. Now, the last, shaping responsible citizens. Beyond the academics, sustainability in higher education nurtures the values of social responsibility, ethics, and global citizenship, which ensures graduates contribute positively to the society. Society and education. We relate the education with the society because education is the base to build the better society. Society shapes the curriculum, values, ethics, and access to the education. Education in terms transforms society by producing the informed citizens who contribute to the social progress. For this, social development, equality and inclusion, cultural preservations, and economic growth. A well-educated society boosts productivity, innovation, and employment opportunities. And the social awareness, where education spreads awareness about the rights and duties, health, environment, justice, strengthening democracy. Now, the importance of the societal transformation. It involves the shifting behaviors, policies, and values towards the sustainability. Higher education institutions serve as a catalyst for this change through research, teaching, and community engagement. Curriculum innovation aligns educational objectives with the urgent need for sustainable solutions that promotes equality, improves the quality of life, strengthens the democracy, fosters the peace, unity, and progress. Now come to the conceptual framework for the curriculum innovation. In this case, we consider learner-centered approach, which focus on the student needs and interest. Integration of the emerging knowledge, which incorporates new disciplines, scientific advancements, and technological trends. In case of the technological trends, directly relates to the artificial intelligence and Internet of Things, biotechnology, agriculture. Interdisciplinary and holistic learning, it directly connects with the subjects across the disciplines to solve real-world problems and promotes the critical thinking. Skill development and employability, flexibility and adaptability, use of technology and digital tools, which brands the e-learning platforms, smart classrooms, entrepreneurship, use of technology and digital tools, values, ethics, and sustainability, inclusive and equitable education, which ensures the opportunities for all the learners, regardless of genders, caste, or socio-economic background. Now come to the global perspective with local relevance. It balances the global knowledge with regional culture, traditions, and needs. Continuous feedback and assessment employs the innovative evaluation methods and regular curriculum review for the improvement. Collaboration and partnerships involves the stakeholders, teachers, industry experts, policy makers, and communities in the curriculum design. Now come to the key principles of the sustainable curriculum design. There are some important points which higher education institution should take care while designing the sustainable curriculum. That is relevance to the real world challenges. Curriculum should address global issues like climate change, inequality, and sustainability. In interdisciplinary learning, we have to integrate the knowledge across subjects to provide the holistic solutions to complex problems. Now, future-oriented and adaptive, we have to prepare the learners for emerging trends, lifelong learning, and uncertain future challenges. Learner-centered approach is mainly focused on active, participatory, and experiential learning rather than the memorization. Integration of values and ethics, embed the social responsibility, equity, and ethical decision making in learning. Environmental and social responsibility promotes the awareness of ecological balance. If we talk about the inclusivity and equity, which ensures the access, representation, and opportunities for all the learners, regardless of background. Now, next is innovative pedagogy. In the innovative pedagogy, we use digital tools, project-based learning, and critical thinking strategies to engage the learners. Collaboration and partnership, basically, it involves the communities, industries, and global networks in the development of the curriculum. Continuous evaluation and improvement, it regularly review and update the curriculum to remain relevant, effective, and sustainable. The next is, what are the challenges in the curriculum integration? As we all know that in every task, there are some challenges need to be faced which consider in terms of resistance to change. Teachers, institutions, and policymakers often prefer subject-based approaches. Shifting to an integrated curriculum requires mindset change, new teaching strategies, and trainings. Second, lack of resources and training. We have to provide the effective curriculum integration, which needs skilled teachers, modern learning materials, and technological support. In many cases, limited resources and inadequate teacher preparation hinders the successful implementation for this. Assessment and evaluation difficulties. In this, the traditional exams focus on the subject knowledge, while the integrated curricula emphasize the critical thinking, problem solving, and real world application. For this, we have to design the fair, comprehensive, and practical evaluation methods. And this practical evaluation methods remains a major challenge for this assessment and evaluation difficulties. Now, the next is outcome-based teaching. UNESCO and accreditation bodies worldwide endorse outcome-based frameworks to improve global education quality. Outcome-based teaching is an educational approach that focuses on what learners are expected to achieve at the end of the course of any course or any program. Outcome-based teaching focuses on clearly defining learning outcomes that the students are expected to achieve. It mainly emphasizes the student mastery of skills rather than completing the coursework or the time-based requirements. Outcome-based teaching basically promotes the active learning strategies to ensure the students meet the specified learning outcomes effectively. And it must define the clear learning outcomes, designing teaching methods, and the main objective of the outcome-based teaching that a learner must get to know at the starting of the program that what he or she is going to learn and what they will achieve. Now come to the principles of outcome-based teaching. Basically, there are the three principles. First is the clarity of outcomes, learner-centered approach, alignment of the teaching and assessment. In case of the clarity of outcomes, defines what learner should know and able to do after learning. In case of the learner-centered approach, it mainly focus on the student needs. In case of the alignment of teaching, different types of the teaching methods and evaluation directly supports the intended outcomes. Some of the HEIs are incorporating the course outcomes in the question paper also. Now, the next slide is the benefits of the outcome-based teaching. The main benefit of this is a learner in the starting only will get to know that what they are going to learn. Besides that, outcome-based teaching provides transparency in expectations for both students and educators. And it improves learning efficiency by focusing on essential skills and knowledge. And the outcome-based approaches basically facilitate the better assessment and accreditation processes. Now, what are the challenges which are implementing in outcome-based teachings? There are various types of challenges coming in outcome-based teaching, like curriculum redesign, faculty training, assessment difficulties, resource constraints. In case of the curriculum redesign, it requires the restructuring traditional syllabus to align with specific learning outcomes. In faculty training, teachers need continued training to shift from content delivery to outcome-based approaches. In assessment difficulties, we have to measuring higher order of skills is more complex than the testing knowledge. In resource constraints, implementation often needs modern tools, technology, and institutional support, which may be limited. Now, the principles of curriculum design. Principles of curriculum design is basically relates to the relevance to the society and learners, flexibility and adaptability that allows the updates with emerging knowledge, student-centered approach that mainly focus on active learning, critical thinking, integration of interdisciplinary knowledge, which encourages the blending of multiple disciplines, sustainability and future-oriented vision for the holistic learning and real-world applications, and also prepare the learners for ethical responsibility and sustainable development. Benefits for the curriculum innovation: improve the learning outcomes, which helps the students to develop critical thinking, relevance to the modern needs, aligns the education with current technology and industry requirements. It also enhances the engagement, which makes learning more interactive and motivating. Now, the challenges in implementing curriculum innovation, like resistance to the change, resource and infrastructure limitations, assessment and evaluation issues. In case of the resistance to change, teachers, institutions, and even students may prefer traditional methods and hesitate to adopt new approaches. In case of the resource and infrastructure limitations, lack of modern tools, funding, or trained staff can hinder the effective implementation. Now come to the sustainability using digitalization. Digitalization is important in development. As we already know, it promotes efficient resource management and reduces environmental impact through smart technologies. It enables greener practices by fostering innovation, transparency, and long-term eco-friendly solutions. Agriculture agricultural education that provides knowledge of agricultural sciences. It helps in understanding of crop science, soil health. In case of skill development, enhances practical skills in farming techniques, biotechnology, and modern tools. In research and innovation, promotes the problem solving through scientific research, technology adoption, and innovation. Sustainability focus mainly encourages eco-friendly methods and resource mobilization. Entrepreneurship and employment basically prepares the students for agribusiness, startups, and diverse career opportunities in the agriculture sector. Community development basically strengthens the rural communities by spreading awareness and improving farmers' livelihoods. Policy and extension services connects the education with agricultural policies, advisory services, and knowledge transfer to farmers. Now come to the Indian agriculture. It is the backbone of the economy Agriculture employs nearly half of the India workforce and significantly contributes to GDP. In terms of production diversity, India is a leading producer of rice, wheat, pulses, spices, milk, and horticultural crops. When we talk about the monsoon dependency, farming is heavily influenced by the seasonal rains, making it vulnerable to the climate change. In technological advancement, use of biotechnology, irrigation system, and digital platforms is transforming modern farming. And when we talk about the challenges and opportunities, issues like small land holdings, water scarcity, and market access with opportunities for organic farming, agri-tech, and exports. Now we have to understand what is digital agriculture and artificial intelligence. Now the backbone of India and world are combined. That is agriculture and artificial intelligence. It integrates modern technologies such as sensors, drones, big data, and machine learning to enhance farming efficiency. They enable the agriculture by optimizing resource use, which improves crop yield and also reduce the environmental impact. Together, they transform traditional farming into a smart and sustainable agriculture system. Now, what is the role of Internet of Things in agriculture? Let us understand that what is IoT? It basically refers to the network of interconnected devices, which embedded with sensors, softwares, and communication technologies that allow them to sense, process, and transmit the data for the intelligent decision making. We have the different or various types of we have different uses of the IoT, like in smart homes and buildings, healthcare, agriculture, transportation, industries, smart cities, energy and utilities, environment and sustainability. Internet of Things enables the smart farming by using sensors and connected the devices to monitor the soil, water, crops in real time, which makes the monitoring of the crops easy. And a smart irrigation system use the soil moisture sensors, which monitors the moisture of the soil and gives the indication, or we can say it gives the signals to provide the water when needed and directly saves the resources, which directly impacts on the yield of the crop. AI powered crop monitoring. We use AI images recognition and machine learning to detect pest, diseases, and nutrient deficiencies. Drones and satellite provides the high resolution data for comprehensive yield analysis. Early detection of issues allows for timely interventions, minimizing the crop losses. There are some key AI-powered crop monitoring system in India, like Cropin is an AI-driven platform that uses the satellite imagery and machine learning. Fasal, it combines the IoT sensor networks with AI analytics to deliver the stage-specific advice. DHAT that offers end-to-end farming services, which includes AI-based pest disease management advisories through the mobile applications also. Fairmount employs the satellite imagery combined with AI to assess crop health and detects the early stress signs. Synaptron Agri AI platform, it customizes the seed trials and large-scale deployments, which integrates artificial intelligence, satellite data, drone imagery, yield forecasting, and the disease detection. As next, that uses the AI, satellite imagery, and machine learning for quality assessment and in the diagnostics. IntelloLabs that provides the artificial intelligence-based image recognition tools for automated objective grading and quality assessment of fruits, vegetables, and grains. NinjaCart that enhances the produce supply chain. Albino that offers AI and IoT powered farming with crop management. Kisan eMitra, a multilingual AI chatbot developed by the government. CV's GG16 model developed by the IIIT Allahabad, which is a powerful AI, IoT, and deep learning model for real-time crop disease detection. Smart farming for banana use the artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, drones, and sensors to help the banana farmers, which monitors weather, detect the fungal diseases, and also optimizes the irrigation. And beyond this, there are many more systems are uses worldwide. Now come to the challenges and limitations. Data privacy and security concerns can hinder the adoption of the agricultural technologies. High initial cost and lack of technical expertise pose the barriers for small-scale farmers. Integration of AI system requires robust infrastructure and ongoing maintenance. Now, the future trends in digital agriculture and artificial intelligence. The development of autonomous machines and robotics will further automate farming practices. AI-powered predictive analytics will enhance resilience to climate change impacts. And the collaboration among stakeholders will be essential to scale up the digital solutions globally. Benefits of the digital agriculture and AI applications. It enhances the crop productivity and it supports the efficient resource management, early pest and disease detection, farmers empowerment through advisory services 24/7, climate smart and sustainable farming, and the data-driven decision making. And Indian government launched a scheme for the farmers to use the technology, the Namo Drone Didi scheme, which is launched by the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji on November 30, 2023. It is a central sector initiative which aimed at empowering women self-growth under the Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihoods Mission. It supports the women by training them as drone pilots to provide the agricultural services, particularly by spraying the fertilizers and pesticides to the farmers. Future directions and recommendations: strengthen the digital infrastructure that expands the rural internet connectivity and affordable access to smart devices for the farmers. Capacity building and training provides regular training programs to farmers and extension workers on artificial intelligence based tools. Promote public-private partnerships. In this, we have to encourage collaborations between government, agri-tech startups, and research institutions. In case of the localized solutions, we have to develop artificial intelligence tools in the regional languages and tailor to diverse agroclimatic zones. In affordable and scalable technologies that ensures the solutions are cost effective for small and marginal farmers. In data privacy and security, we have to establish the strong frameworks for safe use of farmers' data in the artificial intelligence platforms. Policy support and incentives basically implement the supportive policies, subsidies, and incentives for the adoption of digital farming. Sustainability integration. It aligns with the artificial intelligence applications with eco-friendly practices for long-term agricultural resilience. Now, we are coming on the concluding remarks. Concluding remarks: digital agriculture and artificial intelligence are revolutionizing Indian farming by enhancing productivity, resource efficiency, and sustainability. While challenges like infrastructure gaps, affordability, and skill limitations persist, the integration of AI-powered tools, IoT systems, and data-driven decision-making offers the immense potential to transform the agriculture into a more resilient and climate-smart sector. With strong policy support, farmer training, and inclusive digital innovations, India can ensure food security, empowers the rural communities, and build a sustainable agriculture future. In the end, I would like to thank Mr. Ankur, Mr. Rohit, and Ms. Nandini for very well organizing this lecture. Thank you. Thank you.
डाउट क्लियरिंग सेशन 15 मिनट का रहेगा। जो पार्टिसिपेंट्स की कोई क्वेरी है इस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक को लेके, तो वो 1 to 1 डॉक्टर साहब से बात कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो 10 से 15 मिनट का डाउट क्लियरिंग सेशन रखते हैं इस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक से रिलेटेड। यदि किसी की कोई क्वेरी होती है या कोई बात करना चाहता है स्पीकर से, तो वो अपनी क्वेरीज को पूछ सकते हैं। पार्टिसिपेंट्स यदि कोई क्वेरी इस टॉपिक से रिलेटेड रखते हैं जो अभी डिस्कशन हुआ है, इंटीग्रेटिंग सस्टेनेबिलिटी इन हायर एजुकेशन फॉर सोसाइटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, तो आप चैट बॉक्स में भी लिख सकते हैं। आप अपने आप को अनम्यूट करके डायरेक्ट स्पीकर से बात कर सकते हैं। ये डेली का प्रोटोकॉल है, ये सब लोगों को पता ही है, वो बार बार बताने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है कि डॉक्टर अंकुर शर्मा आएंगे बताएंगे फिर ही आप पूछेंगे। आप खुद भी पूछ सकते हैं। हमें लगता है इतना सेल्फ एक्सप्लेनेटरी रहा है कि कोई गुंजाइश आपने छोड़ी नहीं है उसमें। एक एक पॉइंट्स का भी छिद्रान्वेषण किया है आपने, तो
Thank you, sir.
बड़ा कन्विंस लग रहे हैं, काफी कन्विंस लग रहे हैं पार्टिसिपेंट्स। अब तक तो बहुत क्वेरीज आ जाती थी। नंदिनी जी, अगर हाँ एप्रिशिएट कर रहे हैं चैट बॉक्स में लोग आपको, वेरी नाइस लेक्चर, वेरी नाइस प्रेजेंटेशन, एप्रिशिएशन, इंफॉर्मेटिव, इस तरीके की आपको संज्ञाएं दी जा रही हैं।
सर ऐसा तो नहीं है कि किसी ने सुना ही ना हो।
नहीं नहीं डॉक्टर साहब सब सुनते हैं, इसमें सारे फैकल्टी साइंटिस्ट ही हैं, सब बड़ा सीरियसनेस के साथ ही सुनते हैं।
जी नहीं मैम, सुने हैं।
मैडम
एक
मैम
लेक्चर
वेरी नाइस लेक्चर मैम।
डॉक्टर साहब कुछ कह रहे हैं आप, प्लीज प्लीज बोलिए। नंदिनी कोई क्वेरी जरा इसको चैट बॉक्स को देखिए आप।
हेलो।
हाँ यादव जी बोलिए।
जी गुड इवनिंग मैम, मैं डॉक्टर धीरज यादव बोल रहा हूँ।
जी सर।
मैम क्वेश्चन तो नहीं है, एक ऐसी मतलब क्यूरी है छोटी सी।
जी।
एक तरफ हम ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग की बात करते हैं और दूसरी तरफ जैसे आपने अभी बताया कि जैसे योजना चला रही है सरकार कि ड्रोन दीदी की उनको एज ए ड्रोन पायलट ट्रेन करें और फर्टिलाइजर वगैरह डालें।
पेस्टिसाइड्स एंड फर्टिलाइजर्स को स्प्रे करने
जी
की जो जी
जी जी जी। तो वही दोनों चीजें पैरेलल, एक तरफ हम ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग को भी बढ़ावा दे रहे हैं और दूसरी तरफ इसको भी बढ़ावा दे रहे हैं, तो ये थोड़ा सा मैं ऐसी एक क्यूरी आया मैम।
इस केस में सर जो गवर्नमेंट है वो वुमेन को एम्पावर्ड कर रही है, फोर्स नहीं कर रही है। आप कोई भी
जी
टेक्निक यूज कर सकते हैं, लेकिन उनका जो मेन एम है इस योजना का वो वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट की तरफ है कि उनको एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिल सके इस योजना
जी
के थ्रू।
जी जी जी। ठीक है मैम, इतना ही था बस। जी थैंक यू मैम।
हेलो
नेक्स्ट
मैम।
प्लीज।
मैम मेरी एक क्वेरी है। मैम पिछले साल हम एक कॉन्फ्रेंस में गए थे, हिमाचल में थी, और वहाँ पे नेचुरल फार्मिंग के ऊपर फोकस किया गया था जिसमें गोबर से खाद बना के यूज करते हैं जैसे कि, एंड इट वाज विद द एम ऑफ सस्टेनेबल फार्मिंग ओनली। बट उसकी जो एप्लीकेशन है वो बहुत लिमिटेड लेवल पे है। मैम इसके लिए क्या कोई गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स क्यों नहीं निकालती है? मतलब इट्स जस्ट एन इन interrogate, मतलब it's just a query ma'am, not a question with this ma'am. Can you just highlight कि किन किन पॉइंट्स पे हम जैसे एजुकेटिव साइंटिस्ट हैं या जो एग्रीकल्चर फील्ड में काम कर रहे हैं वो इस चीज को कैसे हाईलाइट कर सकते हैं? what else we can do so that it is followed on a large scale?
We improve the
That's my
soil
question.
enrichment, or we can say organic manure source which is cost effective and eco friendly.
यस मैम, दैट वाज द पॉइंट. दे वर सेइंग कि गोबर में ही हम मिनरल्स और मतलब जो भी है ऑर्गेनिक चीजें ऐड करके दे लेट इट फर्मेंट और उसको खाद के तौर पे यूटिलाइज करते हैं इंस्टेड ऑफ यूरिया एंड अदर डीएपी जो हार्मफुल
Because,
केमिकल्स हैं.
ma'am, because in case of the microbial activity, we can see that in cow dung, it
जी
contains
मैम.
the beneficial microbes that helps in decomposing.
ओके मैम.
It
तो
also
मैम
provides.
इसकी वाइड स्केल पे एप्लीकेशन क्यों नहीं हो पा रही है मैम? इसके पीछे कोई ऐसे पोटेंशियल रीजंस हैं जिन पे हम एज अ साइंटिस्ट एज अ फैकल्टी कम्युनिटी वर्क कर सकते हैं?
इस फील्ड में हम आगे बढ़ सकते हैं और इम्प्रूवमेंट भी कर सकते हैं, मतलब एक स्कीम भी ऐसे ही लॉन्च कर सकते हैं. आपका क्वेश्चन बहुत ही अच्छा है, मतलब हम इस फील्ड में भी सोच सकते हैं. Because the cow dung is rich in essential nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium.
मैम मेरा ये क्वेश्चन पूछने का मोटिव ही मेन यही था कि अगर यहाँ पे ऐसी कम्युनिटी प्रेजेंट है जो कि रेगुलेशंस या लॉज बनाती है फॉर फार्मर्स और एग्रीकल्चर मिनिस्ट्री काइंड ऑफ थिंग, तो उन तक ये बात हम पहुंचाई जा
जी
सके ताकि
जी
लार्ज
जी
स्केल
मैम.
पे इसकी एप्लीकेशन हो और ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग को या नेचुरल
जी
फार्मिंग को बढ़ावा मिले.
मैम, एक हम लोग एक ऐसी कम्युनिटी बना के अंकुर जी से बात कर सकते हैं और अपने ये जो हमारे ये जो प्रपोजल है इसको हम पहुंचा सकते हैं अंकुर जी के थ्रू कि हम कुछ इस तरह से प्लान कर रहे हैं.
जी श्योर मैम, एब्सोल्युटली. मैम इट वाज रियली नाइस एंड इंफॉर्मेटिव सेशन. थैंक यू सो मच मैम.
जी नेक्स्ट प्लीज, नेक्स्ट किसी फैकल्टी साइंटिस्ट या किसी स्टूडेंट की क्वेरी हो तो आप करिए, अभी अपने पास 4 मिनट है.
I have one question for madam. Can I
Yes,
please?
please. Yes, please, Doctor.
Yes sir, yes sir.
Madam, actually, I joined very late. You were talking about artificial intelligence and data science and machine learning used in agriculture. So far, it has been not at all used in India for agriculture. Whether it already used or not, or if it is used, where it is used. That is the first question for me. And coming to the second question is, you are telling about diagnosis of the diseases based upon the artificial intelligence. For me, I'm in agriculture research. I can.
So there are the different key areas of AI powered crop monitoring system in India. Like
Mhm.
we can take the example of Propin, Fasal, DHAT, Fairmount, Synaptron, and EdgeNext, Intello Labs. These are the
Mm.
different key areas which enhances the productivity, supply chain, provides the AI-based image recognition tools.
How far it will be success, madam, in future? Because AI sometimes AI works only based upon the data you have provided. Whatever data I provide to the that software, that will work on that AI will work on that. But since
Sir,
if
it
new
depends on
diseases,
the applications and the conditions of the weather.
if new diseases, maybe probably viral diseases or some fungal diseases or bacterial new species of pathogens come, it cannot be possible for AI to predict the disease. No, at that time the farmer will fail. No, if he depends upon only in AI. So this is my just what you call doubt whether because it is not at all. I think it is not introduced in even Western countries also. But how far it can be a success? Not only in agriculture, it is a question mark even in software industry also. People are feeling that AI will do something, something, something. So far, 3 years it has happened. AI has been introduced, but nothing has happened in even software industry also. So I think what you have presented is good, but how far we can be succeed, since it is the right time for us to shift to use this AI technology in agriculture to produce more yield and feed our growing population. So I have doubt, please. I think if you give confidence, we can go ahead like that. The people like that, you can give confidence to the scientist or the professors or something else.
जी सर। सर जैसे कोई भी इन्फेक्शन होता है, फंगल डिजीज हो या उसके उसके हिसाब से ही जो एआई एप्लीकेशंस हैं वो अपने आप को और कह सकते हैं कि और एडवांस कर सकते हैं उस डिजीज के अगेंस्ट।
Hmm.
जैसे कि हमने कोरोना का एग्जाम्पल लिया था।
Yes.
हेलो हेलो।
हाँ, यस डॉक्टर साहब। हाँ डॉक्टर साहब बोलिए, सुन पा रहे हैं आपको।
हाँ हाँ हाँ। सो आई एम डॉक्टर रितेश फ्रॉम सेंचुरियन यूनिवर्सिटी। बेसिकली आई एम ए प्लांट पैथोलॉजिस्ट। यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द यूज ऑफ एआई इन डिजीज डायग्नोसिस। I think in one of the earlier lecture also in this FDP, I have discussed with one of our speaker that diagnosis of disease with the help of image processing is not practically possible. Because if we see the symptoms of plant diseases, either it's fungal or bacterial, symptoms are more or less confusing. So simply whatever it depends on whatever data we are putting in the software. On that basis, it is generating the result. So I do believe that with the help of image processing, practically it is not possible, madam. So what is your
सर
point
सर
of view on that?
नो सिस्टम कैन अचीव द 100% एफिशिएंसी बट
That's why I'm saying that this image with the help of image processing, only in if we talk about AI plant disease detection, only
जी
image processing, there are some software, but they are
जी
not giving the at least 50% correct result, madam.
जी 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 ऑलवेज अ स्कोप फॉर द इम्प्रूवमेंट।
Yeah, it is a scope, but
जी
I will say that AI is a good thing. I am not
जी
against AI,
जी
but AI till date it is not fruitful if we talk about the plant disease detection.
जी जी सर एआई इन एग्रीकल्चर इन इंडिया इज इमर्जिंग एज अ ट्रांसफॉर्मेटिव फोर्स टू टैकल द चैलेंजेस लाइक लो प्रोडक्टिविटी, रिसोर्स
Yes,
स्कार्सिटी,
no.
क्लाइमेट
AI,
वेरिएबिलिटी।
AI is working well. In our university, we are working with IoT. We are having
जी जी
sensors. We are having
जी
automated software. Means हम
जी
यहाँ फोन पे बैठ करके ही हम हमारा ह्यूमिडिफायर हो या स्प्रिंकल सिस्टम हो, हम ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं। बट अगर आप पर्टिकुलरली बात करेंगे डिजीज डायग्नोसिस के लिए, तो एआई अभी मैं समझता हूँ 50% भी कारगर नहीं है।
जी सर होगा लेकिन आगे चल के।
श्योर श्योर विल
अब
विल
हम लोगों ने चैट जीपीटी के बारे में भी तो नहीं सोचा था, लेकिन आज वो भी।
चैट जीपीटी तो अभी बूम पे है और उसके जैसे और
जी
कई सॉफ्टवेयर भी आ गए हैं।
जी सर।
हाँ, मेटा एआई है, परप्लेक्सिटी है, काफी काम कर रहे हैं इसमें।
यस यस यस।
हम्म।
बट आपका टर्निटिन से डिटेक्ट कर लेता है कि आपका पेपर एआई से लिखा है या नहीं, तो
हाँ हाँ
वो
हाँ हाँ, वो एआई कंटेंट भी बता देता है।
वो बता देता है ये आपने एआई से उठाया है, इतना इतना लिखा हुआ है।
जी 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 जी।
सर इसी के हिसाब से टर्निटिन भी तो अपने आप को अपडेट कर रहा है।
वो तो है मैडम, मूवमेंट साइकिल हर एक जगह पे है। जैसे
जी
जैसे
जी
होस्ट जाएगा वैसे वैसे पेस्ट चेंज होगा।
जी 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 बिल्कुल सही।
थैंक यू
थैंक
मैडम,
यू
नेक्स्ट
थैंक
सर,
यू।
प्लीज।
थैंक यू सर।
नंदिनी, आप सुन पा रहे हैं हमें?
हाँ जी सर, हाँ जी सर।
देखिए कोई चैट बॉक्स में यदि क्वेश्चन नहीं है तो फिर हम जो है विसर्जन के मूड में आए, है ना?
Everyone is appreciating her.
हाँ।
There's one question from Dr. Ayushi Pal. How to bring Hill women in empowerment, keeping in mind modern agriculture?
मैम प्लीज पार्डन।
How to bring Hill women in empowerment, keeping in mind modern agriculture. Like basically in the hills, there are farming is mostly done by the women. So how we can like encourage them to do modern agricultural things like techniques, technologies? How can we introduce this thing to them?
Ma'am, by considering their unique socio-economic, cultural, and geographical challenges. Women in hill regions like in the Himalayas, Western, Eastern Ghats, often they face triple burdens: household responsibilities, agricultural work, and limited access to the healthcare, education, and decision making. Empowerment strategies for them must be holistic, sustainable, and context specific.
Okay.
And by providing the education and capacity building, or we can say by providing the economic and empowerment, healthcare and well-being, or natural resource management, and so on.
So that's it. Anyone is having any kind of question, you can please unmute yourself or you can type in the chat box. Ma'am is here listening to all of us and our queries.
वो हो गया डॉक्टर साहब, जिसे पूछना था वो पूछ लिया। अब आप विसर्जन वाले मूड में आइए, कंक्लूड करिए आप।
Okay, so ma'am, on the behalf of everyone, entire AgriMeet Foundation Bharat, I sincerely thank Dr. Soni Singh for her active role as an organizing committee member and for sharing her valuable academic and research experience with us. Ma'am, your dedication and contributions in the field of biotechnology and life sciences have truly enriched this faculty development training. And I would also like to extend our deepest gratitude to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P.K. Dasura, for his gracious presence and for being the guiding force as the Chief Organizing Director and Patron of this program. Sir, your encouragement and support have been instrumental in making this FDP a success. And these kinds of sessions by the ma'am should have been in the auditorium. It would have been a wonderful experience. Your voice is too, it has a power, it took all the attention from us. Like we could not stop ourselves from hearing you. And we are also a special thank you to the Mangal Yatan University, Aligarh, for collaborating with us and providing such strong academic support to make this program possible. With heartfelt appreciation, I thank each one of you for your valuable time, contribution, and constant encouragement. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us today.
Thank you, Ms. Nandini.
ठीक है डॉक्टर साहब, सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स लेफ्ट कर सकते हैं। गुड नाइट एवरीबॉडी, जय श्री राम, बाय बाय।